You are stuck in a loop of pardoning the same betrayal, and every time you do it, the walls between you and the other person get thicker. You think you are being the bigger person by forgiving them again, but you are actually just becoming a ghost in your own life. You are not practicing compassion, you are practicing self-erasure. It is a specific kind of agony to look at someone you love, see them repeat the exact same damaging behavior, and choose to swallow your resentment for the sake of the status quo. You tell yourself it is for the sake of the relationship, but deep down, you know the truth. You are afraid that if you finally set a boundary, you will be left with nothing. This matters now more than ever because we live in an era where empathy has been weaponized into a tool for self-betrayal. You are being told to keep the door open for people who are repeatedly walking in with mud on their shoes. The uncomfortable truth about human psychology here is something called the forgiveness trap. When you forgive someone for a mistake they haven't actually fixed, you aren't doing them a favor. You are effectively teaching them that your boundaries are merely suggestions. By forgiving the same mistake twice, you are telling the other person that the cost of hurting you is essentially zero. That is why you feel more alone after every act of forgiveness. You are not feeling lonely because they are distant. You are feeling lonely because you have abandoned yourself to keep them comfortable. You have prioritized their peace over your own reality. This is where you need to snap out of the trance. You are not a repair shop for broken people who have no intention of changing. You are a person with value, and it is time you started acting like you believe it. You possess the internal strength to dismantle this loop. You are the only person who can grant yourself the permission to say no and actually mean it. The moment you decide that your internal standards are more important than their fleeting approval, you will feel the weight lift. You are not the victim of their behavior. You are the architect of your own boundaries. Stand up, reclaim your standards, and realize that you deserve a life where you do not have to beg for the respect you should be given automatically. That kind of self-respect is the most powerful magnet in the world. When you finally stop forgiving the unacceptable, you might notice that the room gets a lot emptier. People who relied on your lack of standards will drift away because they can no longer treat you like a doormat. But pay close attention to who is left standing when the dust settles. Those are the only people worth your time. The space you create by letting go of a toxic cycle isn't a void. It is the room you need to finally become the person you are always supposed to be. If you have ever felt that sickening realization that you are forgiving someone who wasn't even sorry, you know exactly what I am talking about. And if this resonated, the algorithm will find others who need to hear this message just as much as you did. I will see you in the next frame.